Traders, in this video, we are going into understanding the power of confluence. Now, it is time for you to be organized as a trader. Whatever you are doing on the chart, you need to have a reason. Don't just jump in because of pressure or the market is moving. You want to just flow with the market. Stay organized. Map it out. Have a specific technical factors that you are looking out for before you decide to click the buy button or the sell button. We are going to the chart. I will break down the confluence I personally use to make good money, like pack out good funds out of the chart. You know the drill, so let's go to the chart. Alright traders, let's get to discover the power of confluence in trading, because most of you now take trades without considering some factors in the market. You don't just jump into the market just because of the pressure that you want to make money. You need to stay very organized even when you are mapping out your trading plan. You need to have a list of technical factors you need to see present on the chart before you decide to take your trades. That is what we call confluence. From the screen, you can see I have been able to give a simple meaning of what confluence means. So it means the combination of multiple technical factors which help to give out higher probability setups. So now, why does it matter? I have also been able to map out why confluence matters. Now, it will increase your accuracy in the market, and then it will also boost your confidence and also reduce overtrading. Most traders, will drop a message for me or ask me questions. How can I overcome overtrading like the rest? When you have what you are looking out for on the chart, it's not possible that you will see it all the time. It is not possible that all your confidence will keep appearing back to back. But when you have specifically what you are looking out for on the chart, you would have to cut down and wait for that to show up before you decide to trade. So it would reduce that over trading. But when you are jumping in back to back, that is when you see yourself, you make profit, you give it back to the market. You make profit again and you will give it back to the market. And then it will also boost your confidence whenever you want to trade. Now, most people, they see a very probability setup, but then they will hesitate to place their trade. Why? Because they don't know whether the market is going to go to their direction or not. Although nothing is certain when trading, but when your confidence are empowered, the confidence will be there. Your confidence level will increase for you to either click the buy button if it is a bullish trend or the sell button if it is a bearish trend. And now it will increase your accuracy. The list of confidence you should have are, technical factors that you have tried out and you have noticed that they work. So all you just need to do is to be looking out for them all the time whenever you are looking at the charts. Just patiently wait for them to show up whenever you are looking at the charts. And whenever they show up, don't hesitate. Take your trades. So I want to quickly show you guys my own combination. The confluences I look out for whenever I take a trade. So whenever I want to take a trade, these are the confluence I look out for. As you can see, I named it my powerful confluence combination. So the first one here is my structure bias, which we can also call market structure. I need to understand where the market is directed at. That is number one. I need to have my structure bias. The market must either be bullish or bearish. I don't trade when the market is ranging. Whenever the market is ranging, I don't trade. I will wait for it to give me a particular direction. Whether to the upside, if it is moving to the upside, I'm buying. If it is moving to the downside, I am selling. But if it is ranging, I will stay off until I get a direction from the market. Now, when I get that structural bias, the next thing I need to look out for is the recent break of structure. The recent break of structure following my bias. That is why the structural bias is the number one. With this structural bias, I will have a clue of the next thing I need to do. I will just use all this one, back it up, and then take my trade. So I need to look out for the recent break of structure from my entry time frame, which is 15 minutes. And then once I get the recent break of structure, I look out for where the break of structure, emanated from. That is the impulsive movement that caused the break of structure. Where it started from, and from there, that is where I would map out my order block. Then, once I map out my order block, I also need to get some other technical factors that would make my order block valid. And they are what? liquidity, and imbalance. So the other block I am trying to take trace from must create an imbalance. And then for price to tap into my other block, it must clear liquidity. So I'm going to show you guys an example of trace and two that dished out massive funds and how all these things were present before I decided to take that trade. So this is a beautiful setup that dished out fruity for me. So you can see how beautiful this setup is. Now, I did not just see this on the chart and decide to take it back. You can see I have been able to break it down. So even from my trading plan, that is what I have. Staying organized as a trader, that is what will help you. Nothing is certain when trading. Nothing is certain, and then trading generally is not easy. So you need to organize yourself as a trader. Have a specific technical factors you need to see before you take your trades. For me, you can see what I have here. A structure bias. This is a trade I took on JP1. Structural bias fish. Recent break of structure. This is it. You can see the recent break of structure here. Now, the other block that caused the break of structure. You can see how I highlighted it. Now, once I get that my break of structure, I am ready to take trades. Once I get my break of structure and map out the origin that caused the break of structure, which is my other block. Now, I am getting ready to take trades from the other block mapped out. Now, I need to look for other confluences that will make my other block valid. Now, like I said, my other block candlestick should create an imbalance. So you can see the imbalance here, present. Now, liquidity. Present. Now you can see the liquidity here. The liquidity is also present. You can see price cleared everything, tapped in and moved straight to my direction. I am using all these things because I have been able to try them for years and it's working for me. Dishing out massive flows for me. So even if I'm sleeping, you wake me up. These are the things I need to see on the chart before I take my place. Very simple and straightforward. This is another beautiful setup from XNUSD. That is good. Now you can see this particular trade brings out massive falls for me. So it was an entry here first, and then I was able to catch continuation entry here. Still sticking to my strategy and all the confluences I need to see. So you can see here is structural bias. So you can see the structural bias here. BOS present. This is its other block. Present. When you map out the other block, you look out for the imbalance the other block created. Liquidity present, obviously. So you can see price clearly tap in and move to my direction. This is also a continuation entry where I had to add position. But you can see we have break of structure. The imbalance created. Market tapped in, move to my direction. Now, when you see setup like this, they would look very beautiful, but then I can wait for days for this to show up on the chart. A lot of things will be happening on the chart. I won't react unless I see what I'm looking out for, which is the list you have there. I need to see all my confluence. That is the power of confluence. It will help you stay organized. Remember why it matters. The accuracy, the confidence, and you stay organized generally. So let me also show you guys another setup. This was a quick sell from BTC USD. So after getting this change of character, map out the origin that caused the change of character. FVG is created and then the liquidity price cleared. Now you can see how price starts in and then straight to the downside. Now, one thing about this conference that I look out for is that whenever I see that, I am not going to state. Guys, I am not going to state. So whenever I see it, I am taking my trails. As price is come, once I see that, I will just place my entry, aggressive entry from 15 minutes time frame. Aggressive entry, I wait for price to just come to mitigate the order I have here. And then if it is a good one, it is going straight to my tip. And if it is a bad one, it is going to stop loss. And I will understand why it has gone to stop loss and then they analyze and still come back on track. But then when you are trading without any risk, if you make money, you don't even know why you are making money. And then if you make losses, you don't even know why you made losses. So you will just be so disorganized in the market. And that should not be you as a trader. You need to understand yourself in the market. You need to be sane when trading. Don't just jump in like that. So sure your confidence is intact. I also have videos where I have been able to explain all these different concepts that I look out for. So all you just need to do is to go through the channel. You will see the video on order block, liquidity, imbalance, POS, and the rest. Go ahead, watch them so that you will understand each of these concepts, what they do, and how you can also apply them in your trading. Thank you for your time and see you in my next video.